This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Today we've got what's always a hard-hitting battle in the NFC North, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Green Bay Packers. Ready for football now from sunny Wisconsin. And off we go from Lambeau. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Vikings led out by their quarterback, Kyler Murray, two-time Pro Bowler. Of course, one of the most exciting dual-threat QBs in the league.
Spent the first 7 years of his career in Arizona, where he's a former #1 overall pick. This will be his first season in Minnesota, and I expect him to have a big year. When you play for the Vikings, your numbers tend to go up as a quarterback.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. At the 31-yard line. Murray going to throw. He'll buy some time right. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. An 8-yard pickup. And the Vikings first down.
Play action. Now it's Murray rolling to his right. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. An inside give to Jones. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
At the 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Murray looking to change the play here. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Forced out to his left. And this one too low.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for it. It's Murray. Dancing to his left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Love going to break the huddle. Lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, And he throws in the double coverage anyway.
He called you Laddie?
He called me Laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Love now. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
On the set. Yellow, one. Let's go. Ready.
Throwing. Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Counter play with Jacobs. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Brought down back at the 14-yard line.
Here we go. Slide through.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football, as they've got it with a third down coming up. Here's Love. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Packers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So the Vikings set to go on offense. There's a look at their offensive coordinator, Wes Phillips. These guys trail here in this first half, and now they'll focus on trying to get some points on this upcoming drive. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
At the 27-yard line.
Following the interception, Love. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw now, here's Love. To the left side, there's the tight end, Musgrave. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Luke Musgrave, 27 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 14-0.
14. Vikings.
They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
To kick off for Green Bay.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
Now Murray. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over in that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
But 2 good plays on this one, Brandon. The first one at the quarterback because the pressure affected his throw. And I think it forced him to throw away from his designated target. And how about the second bit of pressure downfield? Receiver going up for the pass, helping force that incompletion. They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Packers offense and running back Josh Jacobs set to take over once more. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. He has it complete to Christian Watson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. A little tough on the secondary there. In zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. That is caught. He's across midfield. Look at the big man rumble. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Jacobs is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Touchdown! Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Smack now for the PAT. And he pushed it right. It's no good.
Ray Smacks to kick off for Green Bay.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds. And now out comes Minnesota. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one. Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Come on, Black Olsen. Red, hey, check Mega. Drill green.
Now Love. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this 2nd quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
The drive begins with Mason. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
And they'll go again with Mason. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Here comes third and the length of the football. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Packer pressure, and down he goes. And now that brings up fourth down there. A loss of 6 yards of a sack.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Let's go now. 52 boom. Black shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Musgrave's got it outright.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Love looking to throw it. And it's a Packers touchdown. Luke Musgrave with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half.
Race back to kick off Fort Green Bay.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Sheds off the tackle.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Murray's pass intercepted. The Packers take over first and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Love. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Love from the gun. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
36.
To throw once more on second and 10. Love. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Let's go. 60 red. 60 red. Hey, hut.
They'll look to throw again. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Tucker Kraft in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Smack now for the PAT.
Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. So that drive, 4 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score.
To kick off for Green Bay.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Reed. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for the Packers. First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty.
Let's go now. Ready.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
Check view. Set punt. 10 black. Set.
Play fake. Here's Love. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
On the counter, here's Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
And it brings up 3rd down.
To throw, it's Murray. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Up the middle, Jones.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
First down.
Straight ahead, here's Mason.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Packers.
The give is to Jones. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Murray. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
On the give, it's Mason.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Murray going to throw. Buying time to his left. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
There's Murray.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Murray now. Forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless, too.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Love now. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To the air again, Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. but you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Throwing. Love. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Give them 32 on the play.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Here's Love. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Reed. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
6-yard pickup. Brings up second.
Again, it's Love. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They go with Jacobs. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs takes it in from a yard out. And the Packers continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Vikings, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
And they have had problems getting the running game in gear as we look through some of their attempts from earlier. They have just not been able to match the physicality that this defense has shown, and their lack of success on the ground is a direct reflection of that.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him. As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Murray now to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Down the right sideline. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size,
this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And oh, it's wide right. No good.
To kick off for the
now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Packers offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out onto the field. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the fourth quarter. In the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
To throw now. Here's Love. That's caught downfield. It's Golden. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They can continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some...
Now he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. That is caught. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And the Packers are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 23-yard line.
Murray, one final try. Flushed out right. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football.
Look there inside a MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we've got a good one on tap. Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Olson. That's the kicker. Tyler Luke set to get this started. And off we go from East Rutherford. Jackson Dart brings that Giants offense out. Drafted out of Ole Miss in the 25 slot a year ago. Gave Giant fans hope. Showed some energy with this team last year.
All right, so here we are entering year 2. Jackson Dart, when he was on the field last year, he was exciting. He was fun. He was energetic. He brought a lot of life to this Giants locker room on and off the field, but he's got to find a way to protect himself. They're going to utilize him as a runner. He's a very gifted athlete, but it's those hits. It's taking those shots when he decides to be a runner that limited his time behind center. So keep him healthy, let him go out there and make plays, and it's going to be a big part of this Giants offense improving from a season ago.
He's got his man, that's Slayton. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
14 on the pickup. That's good for a Giants first down.
First and 10 at the
And that's just an
47-yard
awesome
line.
play, especially in the midst of that kind of pressure. The second his head turned around, there was a guy right in his face, but he gets the ball out quick, right as he's being hit, and his guy does the rest with the ball in his hands.
Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up
From the
second
46,
and 9.
here's second down and 9. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Out of the shotgun. It's Dart. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Giants.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Dart gonna fake it to Scatterboot and look to throw. That is over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Chidobe Awuzie. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Now the first carry for King Henry. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Brings up second and 12 at the 16.
Jackson now on second down. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. It's the linebacker, Tremaine Edmonds.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Giants take over first and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Second.
A play fake. Now Dart. That's caught, and it's Cam Scalaboo. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go, take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Out come the Ravens, and you look at their offensive coordinator, Declan Doyle. Doyle was the youngest offensive coordinator in football a year ago with the Bears, leaving after 1 year to join Jesse Minter's staff with the Ravens in 2026. From the 35, it's first and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
Taken down at the 41. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
They'll go again here with Henry. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Brought down back at the 36-yard line.
On third down, Jackson. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Baltimore.
First down, Baltimore.
On the handoff, it's Henry. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
The tackle made
From
by
the 43,
Shelby
here's second down and
It's a
5.
gain of 5. brings up 2nd and 5 at the Giants' 43-yard line.
On the ground, this is Justice Hill. And he'll get forward for a couple. Brian Burns comes off the edge to make the play.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
He'll try and run for this with Henry. And he is upended. Boy, awkward-looking tackle. They take him down behind the line on that one.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, Jackson. That's going to be caught. And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
Well, that was a disaster. I like the call. I like going for it on 4th down. Give your offense a chance to extend this drive and maintain possession, but after going the wrong way, now they're going to have to watch the other team take over after failing to move the chains.
On play action, it is Dart. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. That is Trey Hendrickson getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive. Come to the line, got some work to do now. It is 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
3rd and long, and Dart is going to throw. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
They'll go, and here's Dart. And the rush is going to get there. He goes down. They were taking a big risk going for it from their own territory. It does not pay off, and it's a turnover on down. They'll run it on 1st down with Henry. He'll take this down inside the 30. Shelby Harris to make the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake, Jackson. He'll go down. They drop him for the sack on the final play of this 1st quarter. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins as they face a difficult 3rd and 12. Bateman is the motion man. Play action now. Jackson forced to his right. He'll try and get there on the ground. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. 20-yard pickup there. Good for a Raven 1st down. In motion comes Andrews. They'll pitch it out here to Henry. And he will not be able to turn upfield. He'll drop him behind the line.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Moving left. That is caught. Mark it. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. Oh, he missed the extra point. It's no good, and they can't even this one up. They will remain down by 1.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready for this next possession.
Entering settings. Menu narration set to 100. Subtitle scales the volume of the menu narration. Menu narration set to 100. Subtitle scales the volume of the menu narration.
It is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Dart. He'll get that out to Scalaboo. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
To number 44, Cam Scalaboo. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Dart. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
To throw is Dart. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. This one intercepted. Picked off by Nate Wiggins.
Intercepted by the Ravens. It's a turnover on downs.
first down. They'll start the drive with Henry. Oh, the ball's out. Looks like one of the Ravens...
Menu narration option is set to off. Subtitle accessibility option to toggle menu narration. Audio is only available.
Yes, indeed they did. So Baltimore will keep possession.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Brings up third down.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Ravens.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. Headed left, buying time. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. Get up a little slow after that hit, but he does have a first down. 2 minutes to play in a tight one-point game in this first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. Momentum building here. On this drive, they go again, 1st and 10. On the give, here's Henry. Not much there, maybe a yard. This will be 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 17-yard line.
Now Jackson. He'll swing this out wide to Henry. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
You want to play running back in today's modern NFL, Mike, you have to be able to be a viable weapon in the passing game. It's all about touches. It's not just about handoffs anymore. It's how many different ways can we get the ball in your hands.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down. For the end zone, but it's batted away and incomplete. He was open for a moment. Defense closed quickly, and now it's 3rd and goal.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
This is the 8th play of this drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Jackson looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. Going to be 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
4th down. Jackson. That's going to be caught. And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
On 1st and 10, here is Dart. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Quarterback's lucky on that one, Mike, that ball ended up just harmlessly falling to the ground. It was that initial pressure that got to him that forced the errant throw, and fortunately for this offense, that ball didn't end up going the other way.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Dart. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard, and sets up 3rd down.
Well, sometimes after a quarterback throws a pick, Mike, they can come out the next drive a little more hesitant. But what does this guy do? He goes right back at him, gives his guy a chance, and this time it pays off.
Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. Picked up by Roquan Smith. Now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break. So now, after the interception, a sudden change situation. 1st and goal. They put Smythe in motion. On play action, here's Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So it is a 1-point game here at the half as we check in with Scott Hansen for our halftime report. Scott.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula as they come out for the second half. It's about to get underway. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. The Ravens offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. They'll bring up 2nd and long.
Loss of 8 yards. It's 2nd down.
Now, Jackson exiting the pocket right. Off he goes. And he's going to be forced out of bounds. Still plenty of work to do. 3rd and long coming up.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner. And that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
This one, batted away. It's incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target, and it's going to lead to fourth down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, they snap it to Jackson. Over the middle, it's intercepted. Hit by the rookie out of Ohio State. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
Dart going to throw here on 2nd down. That'll be taken in by Scalaboo. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped. And that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
On 3rd down, here's Scalaboo. And they go backwards here again. The defense stands tall, and it's 4th down.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player. And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
On the ground, it is Hill starting this drive. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 13 yards. And the Raven first down.
Right back to Hill on 1st down. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. This drive started to take some nice shape. Another 1st and 10 here.
First down, Ravens.
Again, it is Hill. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
At the 25-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
They'll run with a man from Marshall, Rashid Ali. And he'll have enough to move the chain. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 3. First down, Baltimore.
On the ground, they'll go with Hill. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. It is 2nd and 6.
On the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 18-yard line.
Lamar going to work from the pistol. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Giants take over 1st and 10. at their own 7-yard line.
Here's Dart on 1st and 10. And that one incomplete. Trying to connect with Cam Scattaboo coming out of the backfield. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing. Dart. They look middle here and get it to Neighbors. It'll be marked down up around the 18-yard line. Pick up of 11 yards on that one. That's good for a Giant 1st down.
18-yard line.
Looking to throw. It's Dart. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
To the air once more is Dart. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
To the air again goes Dart. He's got his man. That's Neighbors. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down. They'll go. It's Scattaboo. And he will have a Giants 1st down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the 4th down conversion.
Giants 1st down.
Out of a gun, here comes Dart. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Infraction. Defense. Still 2nd down.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 5. On the give, it's Scattaboo. And he'll get the 1st down there. A pickup of about 5 yards.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Giants 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And they will not run another play. That'll do it. The end of the 3rd. Here's 1st and 10. A run to start the 4th quarter, and here's Tracy. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
You know at this point the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third?
And the rush, too strong. There is Flash for the sack.
As this clock continues to tick, we're getting dangerously close here to do-or-die territory. But after that third down sack, real good chance of getting off the field. No points allowed. Let's see if their offense now can do their job, because defense certainly did theirs.
And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. As the Ravens go back out on offense, take a look at the defensive coordinator trying to stop them. His guys have the lead. They're looking to finish strong. It's been one of his mantras as they get ready to defend on this next possession. Play action now. Jackson in trouble, and down he goes. Second and long coming up.
A loss of 9 yards. It's second down.
Off the play fake. Jackson. This one caught downfield by Flowers. A pickup of 21 on that connection. First down, Baltimore.
And the Ravens first down.
On the handoff, this is Ali. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Back to throw, Jackson. Rushed to his left. He keeps it himself. And he'll wind up getting halfway there. Not bad. First down gain of 5 on the scramble.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
On second down, it's Ali. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming.
He was brought down by Jason Pinnock. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
To throw is Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. Here's a handoff to Ali. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Jason Pinnock. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9 at the 27-yard line.
Jackson. The second down throw is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He'll try to run for it. And he's going to have the Ravens first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Now on second and long. They'll drop to throw. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have fourth down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
3rd and long for Jackson. Forced out left, and they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Lamar Jackson sacked. A loss of 3 yards. And it's 4th down.
Now Jackson on 4th down. Escaping to his left. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Here's Dart. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
The coverage.
Dart. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Now Dart. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide, we're just going to air it out. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down. All 3 incompletions, and now it brings up 4th down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
Jordan Stout, the punter, kicks it away. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. So now it's Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. Down 7-6. 46 seconds remain. A field goal would be a game winner as they start on 1st down. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. Here comes 2nd down.
A loss of 7 yards.
On play action, here's Jackson. Shelby Harris getting in for the sack. Now it's going to be 3rd and a mile.
It's been a largely forgettable performance from this offense up until this point, Mike. I mean, these sacks, they just continue to stop so many of their drives throughout the entire game. And then you look up at the scoreboard, and it pretty much
and this drive, an unmitigated disaster. He goes down for a 3rd consecutive time.
A loss of a yard. And it's 3 and out.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go on the clock. We are set for 4th and long. One last shot now for Jackson. He'll buy time left. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. So it's a win for the Men in Blue. The Giants get it done. Points were at a premium in this one, but they're able to eke out the victory